Greetings, peace, and love. Sister Alexis of Divine Notary and the Notary Wellness Mentor. So this is the part 2 to the last video regarding whether or not you'll be successful as a notary and notary signing agent. So I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more about some of the things that you may need to do in order to be successful. Now, these things aren't concrete because if your area does not have a profitable or booming real estate market, then you may not work. This may not work for you. But you can put into place certain things to ensure that you will be successful in this business. So doing the foundation. So I talked about the foundational work, right? Last time, making sure you have a foundation. So after you've met state standards, right? You have your business license, you have your commission. If your state requires you to have taken a state test, you have all of that. You have your background, you have your E&O. And I talk about this in other videos. So if you're at the beginning stages and you still need more help, go back to some of my older videos and go through them. And I advise you to go through them and write notes. Create yourself a notary notebook and make sure you write notes and review your notes. So once you have your foundation, you have the basics down of your business, you're ready to roll from there. In order to start getting in business, you have to do some marketing and advertising, right? And some people are like, well, I signed up for a couple of companies and I handed out a few cards. If you're not consistent with any of this stuff, it's just not going to work. You have to be very consistent with business outreach, with your marketing and advertising venues. It's pretty much the only way. And then to follow up with them and have a consistent schedule where you're doing this outreach. So this outreach could look like every week I'm going to the post office. Every month I'm going to a business networking meeting. I'm going to the book club meeting. I'm going to the chess club. I'm going to my women's group. I'm going to my mother's group. I'm going to my men's group. I'm going to whatever it is, my parenting group. I'm going to these groups and I'm letting them know that I'm up and I'm running for business. So that is your base and your foundational work. That's your platform. So if you don't do any of that, you don't have a leg to stand on. So remembering how important this stuff and this step is key. And then you repeat. So once you've got it down packed, then you repeat and you do it again. It's constant until the calls stop rolling in. You'll still need to have some other venues, whether it's you're going to put an ad in the local paper for 6 months, you're going to take a billboard out, you're going to do a commercial on the radio, local radio station, whatever it is. Find out what avenue is most successful in your field, whether it's social media, whether it's flyers. There are some businesses that flyers just don't work for. So you need to know the stats on this company for your particular area. So I can't say, well, this is going to work in every area because I don't know that. That would be a false claim. I don't know that. I don't know all the states. I don't know all the jurisdictions where where flyer would work. I just don't. So you have to do the study for your area. If the real estate market is good, then most likely you will be good in this business too. Once you are in the business, you need to get some colleagues. You need to be able to talk to individuals that are in the field that can give you advice and references and referrals. So finding a real estate agent, a title agent, a broker, you need to befriend them as soon as possible and come to the table with something. Not like, oh, I'm just trying to milk you for information. That's not going to work because now you become a charity case. People want to be around people where they can have a give and take relationship. So you want to be that individual. You don't want to just be a taker. You're always needy. You're always, looking for help. You don't want to be that person. But you want to create a strict schedule where you're going to have time to either reach out to these individuals on a regular basis, come up with some form of proposal that makes sense. How about, we work together, I refer you, you refer me, you know, I'll put you on my website. How about we link our websites together? So I'm a signing agent, you're a real estate agent, and so when they come to my website and they're looking for homes, I'll put a little icon down there, looking for homes, and that will link onto your website. So knowing the different ways and strategies where you can help other people in the community is pretty vital. And I know I've said this before, but having a positive mindset. I do a lot of consulting, and if the manager of the business, the CEO of the business, has a crappy attitude, then most likely your staff will have a crappy attitude. If they don't have one now, they will eventually have one. So you just have to be mindful of these things. And if that is an issue for you or some of your team members, I would advise doing some team building activities. Take them out into nature, take them into a hike, into a reservoir. Mountainous area, and do some team building activities. If it's you that has the bad attitude, I'm not shunning you, because I know sometimes especially in today's society, sometimes it's hard to have a positive attitude, but it's a learned behavior. It's something that you have to practice on a regular basis until it becomes first nature for you. And I talk about having affirmation cards, writing affirmation cards. I am going to go get these cards published sooner than later. I'm definitely working on it. Having these affirmation cards where you're feeling down and you need a motivational talk, and maybe your friends aren't business owners, so they can't totally relate to you, and you really need someone to relate to. And maybe I'm your mentor and you need to call me and have a pet talk. And sometimes that's why I do these videos, because I know that you need someone saying, well, it's a simple strategy. As long as you do this, as long as you do that, then most likely, not 100%, but most likely, then you will get the results that you desire. But sometimes we need those talks. So if you don't have a mentor, you don't have people into the field, or maybe you do, utilize them, feed off of that energy from them that they're giving you. I pretty much always had a good mindset when I started, and I really feel like my results are so grand because of that. And I am continuously getting opportunities. Go into your children's school and do career day. Go into the colleges. I'll be speaking at a university very soon, and I am teaching college students how to start a business as a college student. Multiple streams of income, as we know, is imperative for the time that we live in currently. So it's just a must. But review this video, write down your key points, figure out where your strengths are, figure out where your weaknesses are, and then go and tackle it. But if you came to me looking for a concrete strategy of how to be successful, I can't give you that, but I can give you some suggestions, which I did. And you may say, well, this is not what I was looking for, but I'm telling you, this is what you need. This is what you need. This is what is going to get you to the next level. They seem basic. It seems like you don't have to have much common sense or whatever you judge this as, and you may think it's even trivial, but it's the cream of the crop. Mind state, having foundation and structure, being consistent, and repeat. Okay, y'all, if you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe. In order for me to keep doing these videos, I have to know that it's something that you want, and I'm providing you solid information. Put your comments below, and I will see you on the next go round. Peace.